Okay, I first would like to introduce my guest, Alonzo. My other guest was not able to make it today, so he's my only guest for tonight. And my note card. Okay. Okay. And so collusion is not the resolution to a lot of issues with public schooling today. People are so quick to eliminate the issue at hand rather than work on a way that we can solve the problem. Let's try something else rather than eliminating it right away. Picture your childhood without the experiences of interacting with kids at school. I mean, that's a major part of my childhood. I don't know about yours. Um, I got my information from the Bulligan Journal and the advantages and disadvantages of homeschooling. Homeschooling is worse for your child because it hinders their ability to develop those social skills that are very important in today's world, and also it serves as an escape for parents that are not very concerned with the childhood's education. Um, Homeschooling obstructs their ability to develop imperative social skills, skills that we usually develop from going to school and interacting with other kids. Homeschooling lacks the ability to socialize with their peers, for them to interact with different people of different nationalities, different personalities, different beliefs. You lack that because when you're homeschooling, you're at home with your siblings who are all alike, brought up the same way. So once you get out in the real world, you're unable to um, appreciate or to explore, get along with people of different beliefs. Public schooling children are forced to work with each other. They have to get along. You have no option. That's how they build that first step into what we all know is work ethic, is teamwork. That's the first step to getting that teamwork is through your childhood, through schooling. That's where you interact with different people. Homeschooling is a way for those that don't really or that are not really concerned with their child's education to get away with it. Basically, it's a get out of free jail card. As soon as you run into a stump where the school is questioning you about their education, about them progressing in school, about their attendance, you can say, okay, well they're going to be homeschooled and automatically pull them out without having to face legal matters. And just an example of this is in July 2003, six children died in a fire in Charlotte, North Carolina. The mom or the mother was Mary Alice Taylor. What she told the neighbors is basically that she was homeschooling. Um, Later, they found that she wasn't actually homeschooling, that she was wanted. She had two warrants out for her arrest in two different countries, and social services were after her. Um, so you just never know. And homeschooling serves as a way to seclude themselves by closing in those walls. We don't know what goes on um, in the comforts of their home. As to where if it was public schooling, we have we have a bigger chance of catching them to see what's going on in their home. If they have an unhappy home, and we can't catch everyone, but the chances are greater there. And again, it's a way homeschooling serves as a way for them to avoid the public, to keep their secrets under wraps. conclude by saying homeschooling prohibits social development. It They don't have to develop socially. It's the same people that they see every day. They don't have to get to know anybody else. They don't have soccer. They don't have, basketball, any team building activities, any field trips, and they can with each other, as siblings, but they don't get to grow that friendship and that love, that bond with different people, which is very important with education, public education. Um, it's developing more than a lot of people look at it as just developing mentally as far as education, but it goes way beyond that. It goes, for things that you'll need in your lifetime to, being married, to having children, to building a career, all that, them social skills come into play then. So that is very important. I mean, also homeschooling, it gives parents a convenient excuse. They could easily say, okay, well, I'm homeschooling, so let's withdraw them out now just because they don't feel like putting the time and effort to um, furthering their education or making sure that they're doing what they need to in school. And also, it gives them opportunity to abuse. There's plenty of students that are sexually abused, physically abused. And even, by preventing them from going to school, it's a form of mentally abusing them. They're not able to further their education. There's that gray area for parents with homeschooling, that gray area where they can do whatever they would like to in the comforts of their home and, without, the say so of anybody else. Um, so, does anybody else have any questions or anything like that? Okay, well, thank you for listening.